Hi, and welcome to Fun to Fix, where I attempt to fix broken things for fun. In this video, I will attempt to fix a power bank. I have to say that I'm not qualified to do any of this, but I just love taking stuff apart and trying to see if I can fix it. I may actually make it worse, so don't do as I do. Right, let's get into it. So this is my power bank. I've had this for about 2 years. I think it was a Hong Kong special, so it's quite a cheap one, but it's the 20,000 milliamps, 1.5 watt solar panel on the top, so if you can't have anything to plug in to charge it, you can actually charge. As you can see there, you can see the flashing light on there. It's actually charging from the lights I've got on now, so it will actually charge it up through solar power as well, but that must be a very slow rate. But it does output, the thing that I liked, it does output 5 volts 2.1 amp, which is the faster charging. So you've got those outputs here. So you've got the 2 amp output and the 1 amp output. That's the standard 5 volt in for charging the unit itself. You have a light there, so if you press that twice, then what happens when it's charging, this is one of the problems, that light should turn on. If you try and get a bit more of the lights there. Yeah, see, it's turned on now, that white light's turned on, not very bright. So this is the strange issue. So it looks like it can charge okay. So let's just plug a normal 5 volt charge in there, so it just comes off the solar charging. So I've got one here, so let's just plug that in and see what we get. So when you plug that in, you can see all the charging lights come on. Now I'm not too sure if that means it's fully charged or it's still actually charging and they go down as it gets charged up, I don't know. But what you will notice is that if I double press that button now, the actual light comes on, so it's actually working as if it's fully charged. So that's great, so that's fantastic. So what I'm going to do is I'll pull that out. So in effect I should have a fully charged power bank, but I've got this little USB tester here, which is just, again, probably a Hong Kong special. It just tells you the amount of voltage and amps that you're getting out of any sort of USB type connector. So if I plug that into the 2 amp side, do it that way so you can see, absolutely nothing there, absolutely nothing coming on here. Now I've got a power bank that I was using to charge it, so if I just look at my power bank here, if I take this and plug that into my power bank like so, as you can see, the power bank is supplying 5 volts out, 0 amps at the moment because nothing's been plugged in to actually take from it. So let's plug this in and then plug that into here, and let's see what happens with the actual charge. There you go. Let's see if we take any amps, and as you can see there, it's absolutely doing nothing. Even though that lights up as if it's charging, it's not taking any amps whatsoever from the power bank. So it's kind of strange because it seems to be okay, but it's just not working. It's a bit of a shame because I've only used it about 3 times, and when I come to actually use it, it wasn't working. So that was quite annoying. So what I'm going to do is let's take it apart, let's have a look, and let's see if we can fix it. So let's remove this out of the way, so we don't need any of that for now. Can come back to that when we need it. So looking at it, from what I can see, it's got 4 little screws there and 4 little screws there. So I'm thinking that this will be the back, and if I just take those 4 out, I'll probably be able to get in to see, because I'm assuming that there'll be some works behind this that might make it harder to get off. So let's see what we can find. It's a very, very small, I don't know if you can see that, yeah, it's just very, very small crosshead on there. So let's just dig out one of those and we'll start opening it up. So I should hopefully have a very, very small crosshead. I've got lots of little screwdrivers here. Okay, I found the screwdriver, so let's take it apart. So let's take these 2 screws out here. I mean, these are brilliant, these, because you know, you can take them, but what I bought it for was a festival. So I can take it to a festival with me, which is like 2 or 3 nights, depending how long I want to stay. But it just means I can keep my phone charged for the whole festival. Now they do have, today you can pay to actually get the lockers to put the phone in to charge it up while you just lock it away so no one can get to it. But oh, just notice one of them screws is longer. That screw appears longer than the other two. I'm not sure which hole that came out of, so I'm hoping that won't make a difference. Is that one long? No, that's about the same size as the other two, isn't it? So seems to have two small and three small and one large. Is it? No, I can't. That looks like it's bigger than that one. Only slightly, isn't it? Oh, jumping all over the place. These tiny little screws. But yeah, it is just slightly. It might not make a difference. Anyway, let's have a look. So, I took the one out of the one now. Look, so I've took that one off and that one. And there's that one I want to take off. There we go. So 5 screws out. Right, so I'm hoping this back just popped off. Let's have a look. Let's see what I can find. And here we go. Yeah. Okay. Right. So as you can see in there, we have the power cells. So they're the chargeable batteries, and then we have the circuit board here. Okay, so that was quite tight there. Can't see anything on this side, so I think we'll have to take the other side off. So let's take that off anyway. So let's have a look at the whole thing. Be quite interesting to have a look inside. I've never been inside one of these, so it'll be quite interesting to see what's inside. That seems to be catching on the. Oh, there you go. That was catching on the white plastic. I think it's had a little bit of a dent on the front, so I must have dropped it or something, which could account for why it's not working. I don't remember dropping it, but maybe I did. Maybe that's why it doesn't work. So, yeah, these screws look a bit worse for wear, to be honest. Right, here we go. So that's coming off. So let's take the front off. And oh, look at that. That's nice, isn't it? Oh, is that another bat? Oh, yeah. Oh no, it's that same. Oh, here you go. Cool. All comes up. Whoa, steady. So, okay, so let's have a look what we've got. Oh, look at that. Oh, that's good. I think I found the fault. Look at there. So what we've got here is a wire that's disconnected. So I think that's going to be if we can find where that's come from. Ah, it's come from there. Okay. Alright, so that wire connects to all this side of the batteries. And looks like that wire. Oh, it's a bit of a rubbish solder joint there, look. Oh, that one connects to that side of all the batteries. So you've got one side there and one side there. And then, ooh, that must be for the charging circuit maybe, or is that for the output circuit? It says BT minus and BT plus there. What do the middle ones say? TE plus, TA. So TA plus and TA, you see that? If you to, yeah, so the two inner ones, the two central ones there, say T minus TA plus, whereas this one here says BT, so it says BT there, so it's BT minus and BT minus and BT plus there. So interesting. Not sure what the TA and the BT mean. Okay, but it looks to me like that's the fault. Well, it definitely is the fault. And I think all we're going to need to do is actually strip that wire, solder it back onto there, and see if that makes a difference. Okay, so let me go get my soldering iron and some solder, and we'll give that a go. Okay, I've got my soldering iron and it's now up to temperature, so let's have a look at this wire. So what we're going to need to do is just strip this wire, just so I can get enough to solder onto, back onto the battery. So just, there we go. So, got the wire there. I'll just put a little bit of solder on that wire, just tin it, so that it's ready. Okay, there we go. Then all we then need to do is move that wire over to here and solder it back onto where it came off. Good. What I'm going to do, I think I might just refresh the solder on the other side as well, because it looks, might be a bit of a dry joint there, I'm not too sure, so it's just worth doing while I'm in here. So the light seems to be on now, I don't know why the light's on. There we go. Hopefully that's better. Right, so check the other wires, everything else looks good. So I push them wires underneath, I think they're a bit tight along the battery there. It just worries me that that wire there is going to get trapped. So that's going to sit in like that. Let's just... it's good to sound that the light's on, because if the light's on, that means that without it being on charge, I just cover up that. In fact, let's just put that on. Put that on this side, just from where I'm. That will just stop the light from that. So okay, because I think I need to send it that way up from my little unit. So let me get my USB tester and put it in the 2 amp. Oh no, it was the other way up. Oh well, that's close, but that stops the UV. The thing. Right, whoa, hey, look at that. So there we go. We have a power bank throwing out some power. So I have another power bank here. So does that mean now that this power bank can charge this power bank? Let's just see. So if I take the output of this and plug it onto the input of this, I think that's that one. There. Look at that. There we go. So, and I think that flashing there means that's charging. It's not flickering like that. It doesn't flicker like that. It's just the video. But yeah, that's excellent. In fact, what we can do is I have my mobile phone here, so let's just try that one as well. So if I plug, oh, I need the other adapter. This is the S7, and yeah, it's got the USB-C on it, so I can't use that unfortunately to test that. But I'm quite confident now, because we didn't get that before. We had nothing coming out there. Let's try the other socket. That's looking good. Okay, so let's now try. I'm assuming that means it's half charged, because only 2 of the 3 lights are on. So if I then now try and charge this from my other power bank, so we'll put that in there like that, and plug this into my charging power bank like so. Right, so that must go up then, so when it's got to 3/4 that'll go steady, then the last one will flash, I would think. So what I'll do, I'm going to put it back together, and then I'll put it on charge. I'll leave it for a bit, and I'll come back and we'll see if that's increased. What I might do is plug it into a mains adapter, so I can use power to see if that charges it. But hey, excellent, I'm really happy with that. So let's reassemble it. Let's unplug that for now. Let's move that out the way. Okay, so that's the wrong side, so let's put that on. Oh, I like this now, it's a really good power bank. I'm pleased that that's fixed, really. Okay, put that on there, and oops, that one goes on there. It's not great quality, you can feel it's quite flimsy metal. Now these are going to be fun, because I haven't got a magnetic screwdriver, so getting these in is going to be an art. Oh, I knew it. A little magnetic screwdriver would come in very handy at this point. Maybe one thing I should get. Yeah, just sit on the end of my screw. Blimey, you need to have the smallest fingers in the world to do this. And the best eyes, which I haven't got. Oh, nearly, look. Oh, yes. Yes, right, okay. 1. Alright, I'm going to put the rest in. I'll just do it and then I'll come back. Okay, all done, all reassembled. There's the old bit of wire. I'll throw that in the bin. And yeah, it all went back in. The big screw just went back in and screw on, so it was fine. So let's test it now. So if we double click, does the light come on? Yes, it does. So turn it off. So that light comes on. What you're seeing there is that's the charging circuit from the actual solar panel. So if I cover that over, then you don't get any lights. So let's check again, see if we've got any output from it at all. So I'll check that USB. Ooh, that's right. I remember this. What happens is with this power bank, it's a bit strange. If you want to, if you leave it turned over like that, it goes all strange like that. When it's charging, you can only do one thing: it can either charge or supply charge. So what you need to do, remember when I was testing it, I covered that over. So if I cover that over now, look, it's now going to work. So it's going to work correctly and supply voltage to whatever item I want. But when you uncover that, it's charging itself. So it's confusing the circuit, I think. So it does that. So basically, cover that over. I'm getting the full voltage out, which is brilliant. Try on this side. Boom, getting the full voltage out. That's brilliant. So I'm pretty happy that that is now fixed. Last thing to do is, as I said, what I'll do, I'm going to put this on charge. So I've got a charger here, and just plug this into a proper device and plug this in here. So what we'll do is we'll leave that charging. Okay, as you can see, it's not blaring the camera too much, is it? So I just want to leave it. So that's on 3 like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave that, see if it charges fully up, and then we'll come back to it then. Okay, so we'll come back now. So it's about 10 minutes later. So basically, as you can see now, the 4th light is now flashing. So therefore it's 3/4 charged and it's just doing the last bit. So I'm pretty happy. That is now fixed. So therefore, that's it. I can start using this again. Well pleased that I've got my little power bank back, because it's an amazing little thing that charges through there. So look, it'll keep charging a bit, not too strong obviously, but it does do it. And also you got the light when you're around, so you can actually use it as a little torch and everything. So yeah, it's a great little bit of kit. So I'm well pleased now, because it was quite cheap, and I was a bit upset that I'd stopped working, but one little soldered wire, all fixed. So game on. So I can start using that again and take it back to my festivals. Okay, right, thanks guys, thanks for watching. If you like what you see, please subscribe to my channel, because I'll keep doing these videos as long as you guys keep liking them. And yeah, just give us a thumbs up, and that's it. Any comments, please stick it down below. I'll have a look. I'll try and get back to you. I will read them all. I can't promise I can reply to them all, might not have time to do that, but I'll certainly read them all. Thanks again guys, see you on the next video.